Just when you think the situations with Ronda Rousey and WWE could not get any more bizarre, let alone disturbing, Ringside News and other dirt sheets have officially confirmed a story that Ronda Rousey is accusing a WWE superstar of an inappropriate act. The link will be in the comments section down below. Check them out, Ringside News. Basically details in the title that Ronda Rousey accused WWE employee of inappropriate behavior after unforgettable incident in writer's room. And it states right here, during the appearance on the NewsNation, Ronda Rousey was asked if she encountered in misconduct with Vince McMahon. She said she never personally witnessed it. She did talk about another incident where Rousey recounted an incident where somebody in the writer's room grabbed the strings of her sweatpants without her consent while she was waiting to talk to Triple H in the writer's room. Rousey expressed discomfort with the situation, especially since no one reacted to the abnormal. So here we go. What she says: if my husband was standing here next to me, would you feel comfortable walking up to me and grabbing the strings of my sweatpants? Nobody around me acted as if it was abnormal. All the guys around me were just like, it's part of the day. I'm like, if this guy is coming up to me and doing this kind of stuff to me, where there are other people around, what's happening to those other girls when it's not in the hallway? That really put me on edge to where not only is that behavior prevalent, but also it's prevalent to that people don't even realize it's a problem anymore. Now, I get that Ronda Rousey is frustrated over it. She's been very vocal about some other stuff with WWE as well that's been making the news in the last few weeks. But there are cases to where this kind of thing accidentally happens when people stand too close to each other. Drew Gulak is the superstar that she has been accusing of doing this. But there was also a report that Ringside News came out with, I think about maybe 10 minutes ago, that Drew did apologize and said it was an accident and he did not mean to do it to cause her discomfort. And another question that everybody really would like to ask: how come Ronda did not just knock this guy out? The woman's a judo champion. All she'd have to do is throw one shot at Drew and give him severe damage to his face. Even if it was not really meant as a threatening situation, but if it made her so uncomfortable, one would think Ronda would just angrily throw a punch at this guy's face and put a fear into him. Then there are those wrestling fans that are going to say, well, Ronda obviously did not want to make it public to lose her WWE job. It is well known in WWE a while ago, there was censorship. You couldn't talk about certain things in that company that went on. Because if you say that one wrong thing that just sparks a teeny tiny little ounce of a problem from WWE, they get rid of you. But if this is the case, going in line with what Ronda has also been talking about with the other stuff with WWE, one would think, oh, wait a minute, she's just trying to add more fire to sell her book that she's been talking about to make WWE out to be bad. So it could be a variety of reasons in that whole thing and the situation. I really don't know if Drew Gulak meant to do harm or not. But it has been known that people have sometimes got too close to each other. They accidentally bump into each other, and one person takes it wrong what the other had done, even though it was not intended to do that, to cause that person harm. So I don't know how to look at it. I really don't know how to look at it. I mean, logically, if Drew was going to do something to make her uncomfortable, not only would he get a beating, but he also would have lost his job. And I really think even Drew Gulak, as much as, the guy may not have been a main eventer, I do know for a fact that he knows of Ronda Rousey's MMA career. He knows who her husband is. I really don't see how he would do this intentionally to cause harm, knowing that he would get harm back. I mean, I'm not saying Ronda's lying either, but I am saying It's just a situation that might have been seen as comical and humorous to Drew, but it might have been serious to Ronda. You know, sometimes when you walk into a place and you say a joke and you think the other person's going to laugh, but then they end up getting offended, you don't always know how a person is going to react. This whole thing really is just could be a misunderstanding. It's hard to say how this really is going to turn out. If Ronda Rousey got offended, then hey, you know what? We've all gotten offended too when people have said stuff to us in the past and then mistakenly thought, well, wait, they're not actually kidding around when they really were. I mean, I wouldn't compare it to these perverted wrestling fans that try to grab females when they're walking by the guardrail past them. But I would say that maybe it's just a situation between two people that the impression was presented in the wrong way. She thought that he was serious. He thought he was just kidding around. And maybe it was an accident. Who knows? So either way, I think cooler heads need to prevail in the whole thing. I mean, it's not like Ronda has to put up with it anymore because she's not in WWE anymore, despite the fact is there is been suspicion that a lot of what we've been seeing from Ronda lately is nothing more than a work, and they're planning to bring her back because there was a report that she was going to be in the same location of WrestleMania 40 the weekend of the event, attending some other event. But if Ronda Rousey, if she mistook the whole thing the wrong way, it happens. We all make mistakes. We all say things, get the wrong impression. Hopefully the situation cools down and it goes away. Tell me what you guys think. Do you think that Ronda's in the right? Or do you think Drew was kidding around? Tell me in the comment section down below. Hit the subscribe button if you're brand new to the channel. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Take care.